Okay, I'm back. I have some exciting uh, findings and discovery. So, this particular one is actually going to be for our now, this is for Leo people who are under that sign, but also the Leo personality. As we know, all signs influence us. And so I felt that this would be a very important release of information to share with those who come across this video. And I hope that you find the Leo side of you interesting and profound, and also that you know that you have all of the ability, you have all of the skill, the powers to tap into all of the signs, because all of the signs make us uniquely our individual selves, yes, even astrologically. So with that said, I'm just going to go right into it. I won't hold you for long. So what I was observing is that in the tarot card we have the tarot card for Pluto is judgment. So it's the judgment along also in the element of Aquarius. So in that Aquarius sphere. So now what's interesting is that you'll see some Capricorn aspects as I talk or discuss more about our Leo personality. So we're speaking to our personality. Although, yes, of course, Leos must share into this reading, but we're speaking to our Leo traits. If you wouldn't care. Uh, so now you know that the Leo's house is house 5, and that's also representing the sun. Now that's going to be very important. So we're going to place the sun to the side for now, and then that way it'll bridge together nicely. What I uncovered is that this is a time, because of the influences of the Pluto aspect with the sun aspect, that we tend to be a bit we're impetuous, but at the same time we're also passionate. Now this is by the will. As you know, Leos are associated with the willpower, and our desires. So it's like we're willing our desires. Our desires are amplifying our will, which we have to be very cautious. So here's where the reading starts. Because if our will is amplified, what tends to happen? Well, we act. So we have to be in charge of our action. And this is why I said, you know what? This is probably important for this time as we bring in the new year. So because these actions meaning where we're being led to. So as we are, so to speak, on the prowl, we're being led somewhere, but where is this place in which we're being led to? That's what we're finding out. So here's the thing. So we have to. What I find in my professional life, and doing my psychic readings with my clients, sometimes we will the reading will take a very interesting journey into more of an exaggerated place, into the past. And so they say in the interpretation, it says this is the importance of love affairs. So this is with the love affairs particularly, or a love affair. And then now these connections can become so intense that we become involved. So it's like when they say we're reading into this, or this is in our head, or we're in that head space, and then all of our inward amplifiers start to turn on, and then it clicks, and then next thing we know, we're acting on our desire. But this is what the warning is. It says that it will become so it can become so intense that we become so involved and focused, centered on self, because Leo is very introspective. It's extroverted, but there is an inner dialogue that is very introspective. That's what sometimes we overlook. So, or it gets overshadowed by the idea how outgoing the Leo fiery, that quality of that sign is for humanity. So while possessing this strong characteristic, well, if we're exaggerating, that means we're pretending. So we may be, we're tapping into a past love affair, and we haven't really come to terms how much it has really impacted us personally, or affected us, or honestly, that we were hurt. So, um, so hence acting. So we're acting, in other words. So here are two good parts about the situation. So this is the first aspect we're going to tackle. So what am I going to do about it? So A says one might have taken on a loved one as a responsibility to personally. So that means, so whatever happened in that past occasion, we're taking on the other person as a responsibility, and we're taking it on personally. So now this isn't one of those we got to let it go. This isn't about letting go. Let it be universe's will. Let someone else have the will. Nothing like that. But it is definitely saying that it's just identifying what we're doing with this connection to the past. So what it does. So what is actually what is transpiring? Well, harboring resentment against um, uh, the fact that we perhaps didn't take a certain action. It's kind of like saying I should have, resenting the idea that I hadn't done such, or the action, while in that old lover connection. And so it's definitely 100% a past lover. So what this is about is is just saying in the first section of this, and then we have two more sections of this, is not to harbor the resentment, but now we go into how. We understand why I've been feeling like this, why I've been maybe thinking about this person so much, but it's causing me to behave in a way that's not authentically myself. So I'm reading the perspective of Pluto first. So Pluto is representation of the power that I possess and that I willed, but it also translates in this instance. This is the power that I'm currently not mastering, or I'm not in control of at this time. So now I got to read. So what is the connection between Pluto and Leo's planet, the sun? Of course, we know, obviously the sun is a star, but this is astrology, okay? So the two planets, Pluto and sun, let's look into it. So it says that our Leo, our Leo personality will definitely have a strong character. We have strong character. We want to show off what an amazing partner that we are. That's that side of us, and this is an opportunity to start afresh with new ideas. I've been saying that a lot. New ideas. I have been saying that for the past week, and I was saying, I don't know, each time that I am starting my reading, I'm always saying, before I go into the details of every individual reading, I'm always saying, new idea, new door opening, new pathway forward. And of course, it fits well because of the new year, but then it's, astrologically speaking, it's a little bit more detailed. It's saying, yes, we're starting afresh with new ideas, which is also fitting considering this is also a new age. So we are connected to, we're able to approach this because the character of, being confident. So the idea that Leos are confident, right? Also having or self confident. They exude self confidence. So we that our Leo traits personality has that extroverted self confident element to it, along with our other astrological alignments. And what will it do? It's the main ingredient for what is next. So we need this self confident ingredient in order to begin pressing forward. So that's two. So the last piece is a little long, but I'll breeze right through it. It won't take me long to get through it. So this is where it comes to tackling emotions. So it says, because um, we're success right now, we're in the Leo is in its uncertainty state of being. It sort of, as they say, clouds the judgment a bit, and things seem a little vague in the mind, and we might be asking ourselves, what did I mean by that? Or asking our higher self, what do you mean exactly? Because we're searching for answers inwardly, but we're talking about an extroverted person doing this, not. But extroverted people tend to like, let's find these answers outside myself. That's what extroverted people do. They go find it and seek it. So because right now, clearly being in this vulnerable state at the moment, we're susceptible to some trickery, or having been deceived. So, but this is also connects us to what we have experienced. So it may have, though, that translates into, so what was the action that I'm pondering so much that I should have done? It's the idea of having maybe been either have experienced some treachery or some trickery or some two-facedness, um, or having been deceived in some way. Oh yeah. And so now here's the element. It's getting ready to cross into more the Leo explanation. So Leos will definitely be able to relate to this. So now at this time, it says, due to the Leo personality, powerful expression for artistry, this is where the acting comes in. Now we have an appreciation for, because Leo, what they're going to do because they're extroverted. So we're going to talk. We're going to focus on our outward appearance, right? The outward layers of ourselves that complement our true personality. So we will allow the aesthetics, to show off our tastes, right? Um, Also, our psyche ability, for healing. So this is very healing for the Leo trait, right? As in, have something to show forth the labors of your pain. And this is the way in which healing helps with that past connection. This, of course, that past connection being that we are realizing that it was a relationship unsuccessful with a lover. And so what we're talking about here is pride. Is pride. So it's a mis so because our the self confidence is misdirected, the natural glowing positive traits about pride, or the appreciation as in taking pride in one's self, accomplishments, not pridefulness, as in right now we're not able to, like, our minds is clouded, which is affecting our Pluto is, again, the higher arcana for Pluto is judgment. So the our Leo selves are is trying to understand how to see past the clouded judgment, to see to the perfect judgment, and so that we can be confident in ourselves and understand that which is within us, the power within us to do so, to act. Then we take pride in that. and that as being successful. That is successful, rather than our pridefulness to admit, okay, I was open, I opened my heart, and so by opening my heart, I experienced something that actually did hurt my feelings, or maybe broke my heart. So I'm prideful to admit that. That is a misfiring of or misuse of the pride. Now, so how do we finally heal? So this now we got to talk about Leo's planet. So this is where Leo gets practical. Um, so which means, okay, so Leo or the sun is operates in the energetic world, meaning energetic, the creatively, which we know is more the acting side. This is being transmitted throughout our Leo personality at the moment. We're we know good things. We love to be in good places, and we love the fine living, and we love that's Leo vibrations. We love the life of things, the fun of things, because it's exciting, it's exuberant, right? Um and this is highlighting our interest. So it's kind of playing off of our better traits in a bad way. These are all good traits. There's nothing wrong with having this connection to these things. It's just that why are we doing them? It's our intent. Our intent is wrong. We're correcting our intent. We need to connect this way because this is a natural characteristic of a Leo. You know, to show off the aesthetics, maybe the charming looks, the physical appearance, and the physical, of course, and the appearance physically, the outward appearance. That's okay, and to have the personality to 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 you know to spin it off, to wear it. These are positive traits, but our intent, why we're doing it at this moment, or why we've done this at this moment, we're it's like exchange the battery. It's time to exchange the battery, the old battery for a new battery. Like it's like all of these beep beep beep, these warnings, beeping sounds. So you get it. So before your energy runs dry and you say, okay, what for? And we don't want Leo in the first months of the year being toxic. We don't want to see Leo toxic self. We're saying exchange the battery out. Now, this is Leo personality, so this is universally us. This is Leo us. Leo is us, and we are Leo. So astrologically. Um, okay, so it's good to most importantly, with the whole tidbit, because Leo enjoys being around others, Leo would like to feel authentically themselves around others. Okay, so that ends that. So we're going to find out how do we achieve that, Leo? What's the lesson here? So it says in the past, a lover, many affairs, spent money, translated as energy, and time. I tell you what, Leo people are fancy, and if they spend anything on you, trust me, they hold you in high regard and of very importance. Leos are free-handed if depending on how they feel about you. And Leos are quite honest. Leos don't typically have just anybody around them unless it suits them. Unless you enhance the brightness of life for them. You have to add to their light. If not, Leos tend to not be so free-handed. So if they are, this means that you really would have cared about the person who you invested this kind of energy with, and it says, and time. And it even included that you were free handed. So you were quite generous because Leos are known for their generosity. Oh, yeah. If you are in company with a Leo, trust and believe that red carpet is rolled out and you will experience the generosity of a true, king or queen. They'll go all out for you because they want to look good and it reflects who they are, how they feel about you at the time. It translates as how they feel about you at the time. So, A, to build authentic relationships afresh as an adult, um, you must you should we should revigorate relationships with loved ones. This means, yeah, let's say, like, why do I feel this way today? I'm around my loved ones. That's because we have to, again, build the authentic relationships afresh, anew, new ideas. Clearing the schedule, clear the current schedule. And let's say, like, at home, like if you're an adult, you have children, right? You got children, or they may be adult children as well. Revigorate those relationships. Now, so the strength from home. Start from the ground up. Charity, you're generous. Generosity starts from home. The expression charity starts from home. Uh, to our Leo personality. And B, in the past, due to an unsuccessful relation to a love, we're a bit prideful. It is time to keep a new scheduler, but of the heart. So this time we are also, the schedule for the heart in terms of the next lover, the next person, endearing person, the one that we're going to connect with and give of the treasures of our heart, where the Leo strength comes from. The sun is said, or the brightness of the heart, sun coming from the heart, the light coming from the heart, being channeled to the heart. Okay, we're aligning. The new schedule means we are scheduling a new appointments, new connections, lovers, relationships, love of life, and typically relationships general relationships. So, um, this is as to not to wallow in the pride, in the connection to past love, um, because what it's doing is being funneled through our authentic relationships, and it's keeping us from behaving authentically to those who we truly love or in love with, and it's considered an interference. So what we're saying is there's an interference from something old, and we're a bit prideful of exactly what was the matter, what happened. But we recognize where we're prideful at. That way, we're taking pride in our newfounded relationships and in ourselves. The importance of love relationships now, the now relationships, and that's finding the strength from home. Okay, so that's it for this one. And I will try to do more of these. This is a rough sketch of what's to come. I'm so excited about the new year. And I will release another video soon. And I'll also, of course, I always do my videos live for the first time. So if you ever catch me, if I ever go on live, and if I am live, if you want to come in, drop in, don't hesitate. I will read your comments. What else? also subscribe. I'm my subscribers are going up. I do want to know exactly who's subscribing, and I will try to figure out a way to stir up a conversation with you all. I know you're out there. I know you're watching. I see it in the other side of YouTube on my end, and you are appreciated. And bringing this new year, you go out and enjoy yourself now. And bye.